It's late 2015 and I've come to remote Nepal to help out with a shelter construction project as a transition from the military. The shelters are badly needed after a huge earthquake struck central Nepal earlier in the year, leaving some families homeless, so the race is on to get these shelters built before winter sets in. So we fly into the capital Kathmandu and go straight into some high-level briefings from the charity partners to help us understand what needs to be done or where. We get told about the extent of the damage and where help is most needed. So we hire a 4x4 vehicle for driving off-road, load it up with food and water and everything we need for at least 2 weeks away from any kind of logistics support, and set off on the 150km drive to the epicentre of the earthquake in Gurkha. The route takes us from bustling cities to remote mountain communities, as we move around in some really off-the-beaten areas. Eventually, we leave the concrete road to start driving along narrow mountain paths to get to our construction area. It's a real adventure just getting there, but with a serious objective in mind. The last part of the route is a really narrow track. It's too narrow to tip the car down, so we have to offload everything and carry it up to the shelter building site. On the way, we're exposed to the extent of the damage that the earthquake has caused to the communities, their homes and their livelihoods. After a long day of travelling, we put up our tents, get some sleep before rolling straight into work the next day. Thankfully, the raw materials like bamboo poles have been delivered whilst we were travelling to the construction site, so we're good to go as soon as we wake up. The communities have been hard at work building other shelters for families, so when we get there the activity is already happening. We're pretty much just there to help, coordinate between the different sites and send some updates. It's really heartwarming to see the community pulled together in these difficult times of need, and it's something I've decided I really miss out on living in London. It's obvious that everyone has a part to play. The young, the old, men, women, children, everyone. With so many people working on building a shelter, it goes up within a few days, and we're able to soon start thinking about the future projects. One of the more astounding things about the project is the advanced design of the shelter that's been funded by a number of international businesses, meaning that it should stay standing when the next earthquake sadly comes around, thereby increasing the resilience of the communities to bounce back from it. Eventually the shelter is finished, just in time for a delivery of solar-powered lights, which we're able to share amongst the community that has looked after us and made us feel so welcome for the last few weeks. As we're leaving the construction site, I feel hugely lucky to have played such a small part in helping out here, and resolve to do something like this in the days going forward after I leave the military.